Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, we welcome you here to the wonderful world of NovaTech, presented by none other than the best team on the planet, Team Diamond. Well, I'm pretty doggone biased about that, but I tell you what, I think there's some folks that would agree with me, but I tell you, to be honest with you, we have such an amazing company. Everybody in the company is working toward the same goal and the same dream, and that is really and truly to eradicate poverty. My name is Corey J. Sampson, and I am so elated to be here with you on this evening and to share this very potentially powerful information for you and your families for many generations to come. Marsha Hadley and I, the co-founder of Team Diamond, are very honored to be able to share this information with you on this platform. And we do this very regularly. And I've got the real pleasure and the real honor to co-host with you tonight, Dr. Sean Hubbard, a foremost neurologist here in North America. And he is going to present the information about our amazing company for you tonight from a medical perspective, because that he is a very successful medical professional. We'll get into a little bit more about that shortly. But I tell you what, family, we are so excited. We are so fired up. We are having such a glorious time here with our company, NovaTech. The company has been around now since June of 2019. And we here on Team Diamond has been here since July of 2021. And I tell you what, folks, we have already changed some folks' lives, right? We've changed some families' lives. And let me raise my hand, because my family and I have been able to change our lives in the last 17 months of being here in NovaTech. And so we're here to share this information so that we can help you to do the same, right? We can present the information to you so that you can make a good decision if you so choose, and join us. And I tell you what, we would be honored. We would be absolutely honored. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the presentation. I'm going to share with you my screen. Now, this information that I'm going to share with you is simply a third-party compounding calculator, all right? And it has absolutely nothing at all to do with our amazing company. Nothing at all to do with NovaTech. So I want you guys to be very clear about that. This is simply a third-party forecasting calculator that is located on the internet for anyone to use. And many industries do, whether it is the real estate industry, the insurance industry, the banking industry, many financial industries, and of course, individuals, right? And so we're using it here on Team Diamond to share the possibilities, because nothing is guaranteed. And we want you to know that just off top. Nothing is guaranteed, and we make no promises here in NovaTech, okay? We're very transparent, although I must share with you that since the inception of this company, right, June of 2019, every single week, every single investor has received a return on their investment. And we are just so privileged to be here, each and every one of us. So as we share this information with you all, please pay close attention, okay? Because it does truly have the ability to change your life. And we want to share it with you from our perspective, okay? Now, before I get into the numbers, because that is what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the money, okay? I want to read to you a very important disclaimer. The compound calculator is not part of NovaTech, nor is it endorsed by the company. Past performance is not indicative of future results and should not be construed in any way as a guaranteed return on investment. The earnings shown here are examples of potential profits and should be used for educational and forecasting purposes only. That's very, very important that you all understand that. This calculator has nothing to do with our company, all right? Want you to know that right off top. Now, I am going to share with you, and I'm going to demonstrate some numbers with you, all right? So that you do get an opportunity to visualize the possibilities. Now, I am going to share with you an investment one time out of pocket of $5,000, okay? One time out of pocket, $5,000 investment, all right? Now, you do not have to invest $5,000 in NovaTech. I'm sharing $5,000 with you because that is where our presenter, Dr. Sean T. Hubbard, that is where he started when he began his investment portfolio here in NovaTech. And he's going to get into that with you. However, you can start as little as $99 if you so choose, all right? Now, we don't suggest that here in Team Diamond. We suggest nothing less than $1,000. However, we want you, if you decide to do so, we want you to invest whatever you can afford to risk, okay? So, don't go investing your mortgage money, your rent money, your, monies that you have set aside for your savings, right? Invest whatever it is that you can afford to risk. Now, do we have people that invest their savings? We absolutely do. Yes, we do. But what we want you to know is that we only want you to invest what you and your family can afford to risk. Because remember, at the onset of this call, I did mention to you that there are risks involved, and there are risks in everything that we do. My family and I went out today. We went to do some shopping, and there were some tumultuous experiences going on the freeway. We live here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I tell you what, I mean, it's just a blessing to make it home safe, right? So it's a risk when we walk out of the door. However, when we're talking about investments, that too is a risk. But what I want you to be rest assured is that everything that has happened from the commencement of our company up until this past Friday, no one has ever lost a dime. Now, we don't know that what the future holds. We have no idea. I say all the time that only Jesus Christ knows the future, right? But we have no reason to believe anything different than what we have experienced historically now over the last 3.5 years. What a blessing this is. It's an incredible blessing. And we're so excited that you're here to hear the information on tonight, okay? You can invest as much as $100,000. You can invest $1 million. Sky's the limit in terms of how much you can invest, right? But you can start at 99 if you choose. If you want to add to that, you can. Once again, we do not suggest anything less than $1,000 here on Team Diamond, all right? Do whatever's good for you, right? We have a team member that says, get in where you fit in, right? So that's really good, quite frankly. Very, very good praise. Now, I'm going to also demonstrate to you a weekly percentage. Now, what I am demonstrating here is actually what we received this past Friday. We get paid every single Friday, a return on our investment every single Friday. No one has missed a week here in NovaTech of not getting paid. No one has missed a week of being paid. That's saying a lot. That is really saying a lot. Now, I'm demonstrating here 2.66 because that is exactly what we received this past Friday. Now, we have averaged over the last 3.5 years anywhere from 2 to 4% weekly. Now, some weeks it's less than 2%, okay? Some weeks it's more than 4%. So what I'm actually demonstrating to you today is what we earned this past Friday, okay? So we make no guarantees about our ROI because we don't know. In trading, you never know what you're going to get, right? You just don't know. It depends on a lot of things. There are many variables that are indicative of what one will accomplish in a trade on a daily basis and on a weekly basis, and certainly on a monthly basis. What we're speaking about right now is on a weekly basis. That is how we receive our return on investment. Now, I'm going to forecast out for you 11 years. Now, that's personal for me, okay? Now, some of you may not want to forecast out 11 years. That's fine. I'm going to show you from 1 year all the way to 11 years. From 1 year all the way to 11 years, okay? So you can see the various years as they grow, all right? And what you can, how you can see the possibilities. Once again, we receive our return on investment every single week. Now, I have gone ahead, for the sake of time, I've gone ahead and calculated the numbers, okay? Now, when we look at what we have the possibility, the potential of earning on a one-time out-of-pocket $5,000 investment in just 1 year, we can potentially triple our investment in just 1 year. Now we're looking at $14,581.03 on a one-time investment on a very passive investment. All we do, family, is go into our NovaTech back office every single Friday. Takes us about 45 seconds. We call it Friday because yay, it's Friday. We are fired up on Friday, right? All it takes is about 45 seconds to go into your NovaTech back office, tick a few boxes, and reinvest the profit that our amazing traders are earning on our behalf. That's it. Or if you like, you can withdraw your profit. If you'd like to take your money out, you can withdraw your principal. It's totally up to you. You have many options here. Or you can just leave it in your bonus account. And as Marsha Hadley says, let it sit and look pretty. Well, that's a little useless, but anyway, those are your options. It's nothing like having great options, and options we have here at NovaTech. Now, if you continue that same process for 24 months, 2 years, now you're looking at $71,683.34 potentially. Remember, family, we make no guarantees. We make no promises. Another 12 months, now you're looking at 36 months, you're looking at $295,307.76 potentially. Just over $250,000 after making a one-time investment out of your pocket and reinvesting the profit every single Friday for 36 months, a little over $250,000. Now, most of us have experienced the advice of a financial advisor, and they typically will tell us to prepare ourselves 5 years in advance. Well, if we do that here with our amazing company, now you're looking at potentially earning $4,600,720.56 potentially after just 60 months of going into your NovaTech back office every single Friday and reinvesting the profit that our very skillful traders have earned on your behalf. These traders have been well vetted by the company. These traders have an 85 to 90% success rate, which is why since the commencement of our company, every investor has received a return on their investment. This is huge, family. This is astronomical. Now, what I shared with you is I wanted to forecast out 11 years. Why is that? Well, because for me, NovaTech is a long-term investment. For most of the investors that really understand money and how it really works, we understand that the longer you reinvest your profit and now allow your money to work for you as opposed to you working for your money. Now let's look at 11 years. That is 16 billion with a B. $614,625,271.66 just after 11 years. Think about what you were doing 11 years ago. Did it return this type of profit for you and your family? Probably not. For me, it certainly did not. I have 4 beautiful daughters and I have 3 beautiful grandbabies. And I don't want for them to ever want for anything that money can provide. Now, there may be some things that they need in life that money cannot help them with. But what money can help them with, they don't have to worry about it. Why? Because their grandmother, their mother, has set aside thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. An inheritance for my children and for my children's children and my children's children's children. And each and every one of you on this call can do the very same thing if you so desire. Okay? Want you to know that. All right? Everyone has the ability to do what you see here on the screen. Please note, we make no guarantees and no promises. Please know that. But I want you to know that we have many people just right here on Team Diamond alone. Almost 50,000 investors in less than 18 months' time. And we have millionaires that have been made. We have many, many, many 6-figure earners that have been made right here in NovaTech that were not when they came to the table. How about that? Talking about life-changing, that it is. Y'all can tell I'm fired up this evening. I am really, really fired up. It's not too many days. It's not too many hours that go by that I'm not fired up. Why is that? Well, because I understand that what we have here is truly, truly life-changing and has the potential of doing that for any and everybody that choose to set themselves up for financial success. Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you what this looks like. If I can get my calculator to work properly, just give me 1 second here. And I want to show you what it looks like on a monthly basis. Now, when we're looking at $5,000 and we're looking at what $5,000 can do for you on a monthly basis, invested one time out of pocket and reinvesting the profit that, again, our traders earn on our behalf every single Friday. Your very first month, you're looking at potentially earning $602.42. These are the possibilities. I want to share with you, there are many people that are experiencing this right now. That's $602.42 a month, every single month, month after month after month. Well, some of you realize that $600 a month added to a family's income, their household income already, can keep a family together, can stop a family from having to file bankruptcy, can remove divorce. It can prevent foreclosure. $602 extra a month can help a family out a lot. Some of you are saying, Corey, I like that idea, but we need a little more in our family. Okay, very good. Let's continue that process for another 11 months, now totaling 12 months. Now you're looking at $2,105.51 a month, potentially, from a one-time investment out of your pocket of $5,000. Let's look at we'll look at 24 months, just 2 years. Now you're looking at $8,245.62 a month. How is this happening? Well, because every single month you're reinvesting the profit that the traders are earning on your behalf. In other words, you have your money now working for you. As Mr. Dunbar says, you have now employed your money, and it is now working for you. $8,000 a month, most Americans do not earn, period. Period. Now, if you continue that process for another 12 months, now you're looking at 36 months. Now you're looking at $32,291.53 per month. Now, some of you are thinking, you know, Corey, that's beyond me. That's not possible for me and my family. Yes, it is. Please, family, I want you to allow yourself to dream bigger. Allow yourself the permission to be successful. Allow yourself and your family the ability to live the way other communities have been living for many generations. It's just not something most of us have not experienced. It's not something that most of us have experienced. So we're not familiar with it. So it does not look real. But I, Corey J. Sampson, am here to tell you that it is real. We have folks experiencing this right now on Team Diamond every single month, month after month after month, and we haven't been here 18 months. It can happen for you too. And we want it to. We're just so excited that y'all are here. I tell you what, you have truly been blessed. The person that shared this information with you, shared it with you not because they need you or because they want to make a dollar off of you. That's not it, okay? So please remove that from your mind. That is a trick of the enemy. What they have done is shared something with you that can truly change you and your family's financial trajectory for many generations. Many. For your bloodline that you may never even meet. But because you make a wise decision, whatever that is for you and your family, you are able to facilitate that today. So the person that shared this with you, they are already accomplishing this. They don't need anyone else to help them to accomplish this. So I really want you all to understand that. And I strongly urge you to reach out to them, give them a big hug and a kiss. Let them know that you're appreciative and grateful for them sharing this opportunity with you. It is a privilege to be here in NovaTech for all of us, right? And we're so excited about it. I'm just so grateful that y'all are here, that you've taken time out of your busy schedule. Everybody's so busy, right? Doing what we're attempting to do to make our lives better, right? We have an opportunity here to do that passively. So please don't miss the opportunity. What I am going to do now is take myself a tremendous opportunity, and that is I am going to introduce to you all my co-host, my business partner, my friend, who I have grown to love and admire. This brother right here is a medical professional at its best. So as he comes to us to share this information with regards to saving our financial futures and helping our financial futures, it's what he does every day. He saves lives every day. Dr. Sean T. Hubbard is one of the foremost neurologists in North America. You see this brother up here? Let me stop. Let me remove the spotlight. Dr. Hubbard, I'd like to, if you will, bring your spotlight on.
Oh.
Okay, this brother right here, you all, is very, very powerful. I want to see you, Dr. Hubbard, please.
Okay, got it.
And I must say that he is extremely, extremely generous with his time and his talents and his skills. And so he comes here every Wednesday to share this information with us. Remember, y'all, this brother is stopping folks in the midst of strokes, in the midst of no longer being on this earth. Yet he finds time because he understands the importance of what it is that we're doing here. We're truly helping to eradicate poverty all over the world. And so the perspective that he shares with us is very different than most of us have because, you know, we're not medical professionals, right? But he is. And not only is he a medical professional, but so is his beautiful wife, right? And they contribute a lot of their life and their time to helping others. This brother has been doing this for over 20 years now, so much so that his colleagues, folk that have also gone to school, folks that have also become experts in their field, they reach out to him for advice. How about that? That's a big deal. So this is not just another brother, right? He is also, I can tell you a lot about him, but he is also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I always have to look at that to be sure that I am saying that properly, right?
You got it.
And I tell you what, they are also a group of very powerful men who give of themselves to the community. And so he's here this evening to share this information with us. Dr. Hubbard is also a VIP presidential investor. You'll find out what that is here in just a moment. So he's not just talking about something. What he's talking about, he is actually experiencing. So he's putting his money where his mouth is. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring to you our senior executive, none other than Dr. Sean T. Hubbard. Are you there, sir?
Sweet Corey, I'm here. I sure appreciate you. You hear me okay?
Loud and clear. Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that splendid introduction. And it's awesome to share this opportunity with you. I sure appreciate you for all that you do for our team and putting this together. And it's an honor, really, to present this with you and as friends and as business partners and as family. So
Yes.
we appreciate you.
Thank
No
you so
doubt.
much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Family, you're in the right place. You are absolutely in the right place. That is what I was praying for, really, to be in the right place a few years ago. It was at the height of a lot of things going on in our country. I'm talking about pandemics and all sorts of social justice issues. It just felt like we didn't have enough power, enough leverage, enough choices. And you know, when something is so big, you can't do things huge by yourself. And so I wanted to be with people that were addressing the significant problems that were affecting the individuals in our community, the families in our community, and indeed my family. And so that's what I was praying for a few years ago. And I came across that with the people that you see associated with NovaTech. I knew that once I got in this group that I was going to be good to go. I don't have that same need. I don't pray for that because I have that, and I'm very, very thankful. And so that's what this is about. I've always been interested in people's well-being. That is what drew me into medicine. Listen to Sweet Corey describe my background. It reminds me that we all have a tendency to take ourselves for granted. I don't think about what I'm doing. I just do it. I think that we all do that to some degree. And we all, in this regard, don't give ourselves the value that we deserve. And so when somebody sometimes comes up and says, hey, here's an opportunity that can take you into places that you've only dreamed of, then we start thinking, wow, am I good enough for that? I mean, do I deserve that? I mean, somehow, we think it's too good to be true. And I mean, I felt that myself. And so I do empathize with that opinion. And I also empathize with what Sweet Corey said. We do deserve it. We are valuable enough. It is brought to us because we are valuable enough. We're going to bring some more information specifically about the topic that we're talking about, NovaTech, but it is very important that we really understand that we are worth it. And that is why we do what we do. On a day-to-day basis, I do enjoy taking care of people that are in crises. I have to know who's having a stroke. I have to know who's not having a stroke and who's having a migraine, because I'm going to be using medicines that are potent, medicines that have side effects, and they have to be used quickly. They have to be used correctly and accurately, or else sometimes people, not only will it not help them, but they also will, potentially suffer in a major way. So we have to make decisions quickly and make accurate choices. I've always been pleased at my ability to do that quickly. And that is how I looked at NovaTech when it was brought to me. When I really looked at it and when I really looked at what was going on, I knew, and it didn't take me long, that this was the right move for me. We're going to get into it. What actually NovaTech is about. NovaTech has everything to do with trading foreign currencies and trading cryptocurrencies. It's fully automated. I don't know how to do trading, but I'm so happy that the traders that work with NovaTech know exactly how to trade. Now, you saw those numbers. You saw that calculator site, and you saw the output. Wonderful output. It is not NovaTech in and of itself. It is a tool that we use to describe the power associated with investing with NovaTech. In terms of who we are and in terms of who NovaTech is, NovaTech has everything to do with cryptocurrency projects. You can purchase Bitcoin. You can purchase all sorts of cryptocurrencies at Bitcoin ATMs and have them show up in your wallet. But the main program that we have been talking about is this opportunity where you can take some resources and in a very measured and in a very accessible manner, monies that most people that are working you can take some of that money and put it into NovaTech and have it blossom over time and have it do it in a way that's very passive. Now, this is our leadership. Cynthia Petillon and Eddie Petillon, the CEO and COO, respectively. Very proud of this husband and wife team. They have another member who is Ricardo R.O.I. He is the Chief Technology Officer. That group of individuals has put together this wonderful opportunity where regular people are able to go and earn lots of money just based on money that is in their bank, just sitting around that's not earning anything. Their past has been associated with programs like this where they got a chance to learn the ins and the outs, some of the twists and the turns. And they got a chance to do that while working in other people's businesses, and they climbed to the tops of those businesses. And they took what they learned and then put together NovaTech. And that is what we are all promoting and all sharing for the benefit of our friends and family. NovaTech has been in existence since 2019, June, came about before the COVID pandemic and started to take off gradually, and then it really started to take off. The main goal of NovaTech is to provide regular people, provide customers with affordable financial solutions and leverage to get from where they are to where they want to go. What we're able to do is trade cryptocurrencies and foreign currencies, as we said, online, and use some significant technologies to help us to gain returns that we wouldn't ordinarily be able to do. NovaTech is a registered MetaTrader broker, and a person can be a part of a NovaTech and have the traders trade for them, just like I do. The overwhelming majority of us are not trading. We're watching, and we're letting the traders trade for us. But there are some people that know how to trade. My son knows how to trade. I have several friends and several fraternity brothers that know how to trade, and they can use NovaTech's platform and trade on their own without NovaTech's intervention. So there is a lot of choice here. The person that invited you to this call, they have an account, and what they're able to do is offer you an opportunity to be a part of NovaTech. I recommend you ask them for their enrollment link. It takes about 8 minutes to enroll. You need your username, password, PIN number. You store those away so that you can access them when you need them. And then you need about 5 more minutes to figure out how much you're going to put in your account, and then put that in there, and then you can start having that money work for you right away. We get paid every Friday from having a PAM account where that money is traded, and everybody wins in the entire company. We're talking about several hundreds of thousands of people that are all over the world, parts of Canada, parts of Africa, all throughout Europe, Philippines, India. I'm even talking about people that I personally know and have personally added to my team, people that were already friends and that they needed help. So essentially what happens is that you get in where you fit in. NovaTech has everything to do with live market trading. Now, there's a part of this that at the beginning, a lot of us don't really understand trading. A lot of us don't really have financial background, and the fintech industry in and of itself is very new, where you see people that are now blending the financial sectors with now technology. And now we have this fintech industry and cryptocurrencies. It's a kind of a relatively new phenomenon. We're talking about cryptocurrencies. As a matter of fact, they've only been around for about a decade. And so it's a little bit of, sort of a space that we are all learning about. And when it was first introduced to me by none other than our co-CEO, Corey Sampson, I just was happy to be a part. I was looking for this group, and I knew things would work out well. And I have gradually become more knowledgeable by just being here. At first, it was kind of weird. And, people were trying to ask me to look at Bitcoin. I was like, what the heck is that? Ethereum. I mean, it was all these new names and new technologies and all of this new nomenclature. I didn't get it at all. But when I was around the right people, that's when I decided to take a look. Trading is everything here, and that is what is happening. I just understood yesterday that we benefit when the values go down, and we benefit when the values go up. I've seen the volatility associated with cryptocurrency, and many times that makes us feel a little unnerved, and particularly when we don't know what we're doing. People like myself in the beginning went out and bought some Bitcoin and then had it sitting around in my wallet, and then the value went down. And I thought, oh my God, I lost some money. But the minute I understood that I should be having it in the hands of people who know what they're doing, I got it in their hands. So that's what's going on with NovaTech. What we have are traders and technology. We have people that have the right intentions, and that formula is the one that works. We don't have to trade. I don't know how to trade. We let the traders that are in NovaTech trade for us overwhelmingly. Now, in our particular accounts, what we're able to do is track our progress. We're generally able to track our progress anyway. There is an R.O.I. that comes out every week, every Friday, and everybody makes the same return on their investment, regardless of how much money they have invested with NovaTech. If they've invested 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, everybody makes the same R.O.I. all throughout the country. If you just look here at my graphic, you can see what has happened over the past couple of years. In 2021, if you looked at an average month, we were enjoying almost 15% R.O.I. for a given month. If you look at the regular stock exchange, it'd be hard pressed to earn 15% over a year, but we're enjoying it over a month. And if you look last year in 2022, we earned and enjoyed 12.3% on average monthly. Look at those yearly totals, 147.6%. The year before that, 177.3%. This is striking, just saying these numbers. But when I really think about it, you can put something in the microwave these days. I remember back in the day when microwaves came out and we were all wondering, was that okay to do? And we've seen this with cable television. Is that okay? Or is that going to be a problem? Or cell phones? Now everybody has a cell phone. We wondered at some point if people were going to get cancer from talking on a cell phone. Do you guys remember that? So many things. When technology came out, we thought it was weird. We were a little bit scared of it at first. Now we use it regularly. I just found out that you could have an air fryer and you can have like two different things cooking on either side of an air fryer and have it done and crispy as if it was dipped in a bunch of hot oil. I mean, my point with all of this is that technology has meaningfully changed the game. And the question here is, do we want to be on the outside and looking in at people that got in early because they just paid attention and just got themselves involved? They had the right people involved, or do we want to be amongst those people? This is my favorite slide of this whole presentation, I must say, because it gives a recap. It gives an overview of what NovaTech is all about. And it also gives a kind of a blueprint, if you will, or kind of a structure of what we have heard our CEO say thousands of times over and over and over. There's a lot of variety here. You can start when you want to, you can stop when you want to. It is your choice. You can cancel. You always have access to your money with NovaTech. You can take all of your deposit and redeposit it. You can take all of your bonuses, take it out. You can redeposit it. You can take a portion. It is your choice. It's an amazing company. You don't have to recruit anybody. You can if you want to. So sometimes people ask, is NovaTech multi-level marketing? Is NovaTech network marketing? My answer for that is, it depends on what you want. If you don't like that, well, then it is not. If you like it, well, then if you have friends and family and you want to share it, it can work out well for you. So it's a little bit nuanced, but that's the truth. That's the truth of it, the way it is. Now, there are no earning caps in NovaTech. I think I've been looking for this all my life. I've always worked hard. People have always recognized that I was ambitious. I always knew I was ambitious. But, you know, most of the opportunities that I've been involved in, there is an earning cap. Medicine, I do it because it's helping people. It's what I'm here to do. It's helping. I wanted to always be in my community and helping people from a health perspective in my community. However, I'd love to be involved in opportunities where, let's say, if I can run faster, I'm making money that's unlimited. If I can sing better, if I can, if I have a great personality, I mean, my earning, I feel, should be commensurate with my abilities and even more so. So I like this kind of leverage where there's no earning cap. Now, this always reminds me of my dad, this part. And so this no earning caps part. One of the things that my dad always says is, you never want to put yourself in a position where other people are telling you how much you're worth. That's huge. And most of us are sitting in positions exactly like that, where people are telling us how much our time is worth, how much we are worth, how much our expertise is worth, how much we're going to pay you to be away from your family during holidays, during weekends, during vacations. How much is that going to, how much we're going to pay you for that? Oh boy. Anyway, that's why I was looking for people that would introduce me to something like this. And that is what we have with us today. Now, in terms of where you decide that you want to get involved, there's a lot of variety and a lot of choice. It has to do with what your ambitions are. And essentially, it has to do with what your ambitions are and your opportunities, your resources. People can get in $99. We don't recommend that. We've seen people do that. I tend to recommend that particular approach only for people that know that they're going to be building over the next couple of days or some short period of time. When you start at $1,000, the $25 monthly fee that kicks in after 30 days becomes pretty trivial. That's what happens most of the times. Now, so I tend to recommend $1,000 or more, and that is consistent with Team Diamond's our approach. Get in where you fit in. I do recommend that don't sit around and wait thinking about how much you're going to get in week after week after week after week, because all of that time is going by and you're losing money. Just get in and figure out the rest as you go. Mostly what people learn from is their experience of being involved in NovaTech. That is really the value here. Now you can get in at 2,500 or a silver package here. These different colors that you see here, builder, bronze, and silver, they have more to do with the amount of money that we are getting involved in. Now, when I first got involved, I got involved at $5,000, and it just seemed like a convenient amount to start with. I was talking to Sweet Corey, asking her, and she said, yeah, that sounds reasonable. That is exactly what I did, got in at $5,000. And then I looked to see what was going to happen over the first 1 week. The R.O.I came back, the percentage. I applied it to $5,000 and the calculation came back. I got the bonus on Friday. It was so predictable in terms of what the R.O.I was and how much I had in there. I thought, my goodness, this is perfect. I mean, it's so simple that anybody can do it. Now we're just talking about dollars and cents and percentages. So it became that kind of a simple approach, and I really loved it. I didn't have to learn new vocabulary to do it. I didn't have to ask anybody really for help. How did this work anymore? Because I was now earning the money. So after a couple of weeks, I increased how much I had in there. And I really got into what you call the VIP program. Added about 45,000 to that and ended up with an account around 50. I'm just describing my experience because I think it matters. And I just want to walk you through that and share with you how this program goes. So if you have a package that's less than $25,000, then you have the monthly $25 fee that occurs 30 days after you have earned from NovaTech. So it's automatic. You don't have to pay a bill or anything like that. Nobody's going to send you a bill in the mail. It comes out of money that you have earned in a NovaTech. It's money that you would not have had, in other words. I have heard people, strangely enough, complaining about the $25, but that $25 is money that they wouldn't have had. I just find that, some of us, will find reasons to complain about everything. It's money that we wouldn't have had. So, it's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. Once you are over 25,000, if you're between 25,000 and 99,999, you're in the VIP package. That monthly fee goes away. You get 1% monthly cash back rewards, and you get all of those other wonderful benefits we have been describing. And then as your account grows, because that is what happens, that's why we're here, our account grows. Everybody's account is growing. And so we are all achieving these ranks sooner or later. Everybody who's involved is achieving these values sooner or later, just depending on how we start. When we get to the VIP and presidential package, this is when our account grows to 100,000. And my account got here over a month because I saw what was going on and I thought, I'm going to get heavily invested here. Seems like a wonderful program. It's easy. And I can achieve some dreams faster with this than I would if they were in a bank. And if I just took a second job, a third job, started doing teleneurology on the internet, and at my house and all sorts of things like that. It really doesn't make sense. So lots of different benefits here, and that is what we have been talking about. There's so many benefits actually that's hard to go through in a given just segment here, but that is what we are here to do. I want to share with you that in NovaTech, if you have challenges, we try to solve them quickly. Very problem-focused organization. Our leaders, you can feel exactly how they are by everything that is done. Very hard working and diligent, and always trying to figure out how we can solve problems and create a nice experience for users. Many times people have problems that they have created, unfortunately, and these are simple problems. You heard me earlier say, you get in, store your username and password and PIN number, put that away and store it so that you can retrieve it and use it. The people that I have personally helped to get involved, like when I have walked them through the process, they never have problems whatsoever because I'm able to answer questions on the phone, online while they're doing it. But occasionally a person will say, oh, I don't know, send me the link. And then I wake up one day and then I realize I get an email that they signed up without me. There's a high percentage at that point, that a higher percentage that those are going to be the ones that have made some kind of an error. So store those credentials where you can get to them easily. Now, everything we've been talking about is remarkable. We've been talking about making money passively, money you don't have to work for, money that NovaTech's traders are trading for you, and you're making money passively in a powerful way. When I started enjoying what was going on, just like anything else that is amazing, I started to tell my dad about it. And that's my dude. He was like, sounds good to me. He signed up right away. And I signed up a couple of other people that I really care deeply about. I mean, these are people that you feel responsible to, people that you talk to on a regular basis, that, you have their back, they have your back, and you don't have to ask a lot of questions. They don't ask you a lot of questions. It's a blessing to have a couple of people like that around. And my dad is one. And he has a couple of people like that also. So once he signed up, I got this direct referral bonus. I wasn't looking for it. And then when he helped his friends to sign up, then I also got some indirect referral bonuses that started happening that I wasn't looking for at all. I was only getting into NovaTech for that purely R.O.I that we saw, which is good enough, really. But I started getting these bonuses. I didn't call and I didn't complain. Okay, it's money. Hate to complain about money that we didn't know was coming. But I did call Corey and say, hey, here's some money that came on Saturday, another $100. And that is what happens. I've had people call and ask me that multiple times because they're just taking care of people that they're taking care of, people that they're responsible for. And Corey says, well, NovaTech incentivizes helping our family. Wow, remarkable. So that is what happens. Now, recently, this is funny. I have a particular fraternity brother of mine I'm thinking about. I called him in the spring. Hey, Vince, I'm actually going to say his name. Vince, I wanted to share this opportunity with you. I told him the name of it because he was in a hurry. It was hard to catch him. He says, I already know about it. My nephew is in it. He told me that you have to go and get people, get 2, 3 people. I hate stuff like that. I said, you don't have to do your nephew. I'm sorry, but that is absolutely incorrect. Then he said, okay, I'll listen, But then he said, how much I got to get involved? Hey, man, you can get in where you want to. Okay, he got in at $1,000. And I didn't hear from him after a while. More recently, he called and says, okay, I want to get my sons in. What do I have to do? I got 2 boys. I want to get them started because this is going so well. I love this. That is how this worked. Now, when people have kids, children like that, so I have 4 children. Once they got in and you have children like that, or 3 people that you care about, you end up getting a fast track bonus. I'm not trying to earn bonuses off of my kids, especially when I put the money in. But I want you to know that they are there. And as people are redepositing, see what makes our earnings, what puts our earnings on steroids. Okay, now when I say that, it means something different, right? Because I use steroids and people get hyped on steroids. When what makes our money go on steroids is being able to redeposit so that our trading account is higher every week. And then we're able to earn on larger values when we are reinvesting. And when people are reinvesting that we have recommended to NovaTech, we are earning a portion of that. It's called the check matching bonus. We're getting a portion of that every week, all the way through 9 levels. Again, it's not money that we got into NovaTech for necessarily, but it absolutely comes in handy. And it's not even small money, but you should be aware of it. I'm just making you aware of what is going on here. Okay, the R.O.I, the passive part is enough. Okay, it was enough for me. I wasn't looking for this, but it's makes a big difference. Okay, as people are paying their $25 monthly, a portion of that we are getting through 9 levels. That's called the residual bonus. Okay, it's a small portion. It's cumulative. Many of the bonuses are small, but they gradually do tend to grow. And as the generations of people that we have recommended, and they've recommended people to enjoy NovaTech, as that happens, we do move up in rank and we enjoy various bonuses as we go along, rank achievement bonuses and rank-based profit sharing. Mostly every time somebody gets this, they ask me, where'd this extra $500 come from? I've had about 15 people ask me that, and it's a really cute thing when that happens. It's usually that $500 bonus. So that is what NovaTech is about. I don't know who can't use more cash, especially when it is being paid on Saturdays. The bonuses that we've been talking about mostly are paid on Fridays, and that is the bonus that every single person gets in NovaTech. Okay, these are the Friday bonuses, the bonuses that are the R.O.I bonuses that are absolutely passively made. And the ones that we get on Saturdays, those only about 30% of the people that are in NovaTech earn those, because those are the ones that shared it with, let's say, a friend or a family member, their children. And so they get a bonus on Saturday also. And what I mean by that is they're able to go and deposit that or take it out or whatever they want to do. We're talking about trading here. There's so many different wonderful aspects of NovaTech, but I believe that I have pretty much covered them. And if you have heard me, and if I've done a favorable job of sharing NovaTech, what you have heard during this presentation, during Sweet Corey's presentation, and during my own. I mean, Sweet Corey, what she described to you was a very, very powerful program. I mean, she showed you the calculator, and that calculator, she showed you the power of redepositing what we earn every week and what that does to money that we are earning every week. It's really robust, really uncanny. People have been doing it in other spheres. Most of the times we are paying it and not being paid it. Again, most of the times we are having it done to us rather than being able to benefit from it. This is an opportunity for us to get on the other side and benefit from it. So that's what you saw during the first part of this presentation. And I hope that what I was able to do is give you a flavor of the company, give you some of the activities that go on, give you the engine of the company that is trading, especially cryptocurrencies. If you live in the United States, cryptocurrencies are volatile. You hear people saying that, and they're running. The people that are in NovaTech, we see the volatility associated with cryptocurrency, and we are clapping and saying yay, because we know we are benefiting from those rapid ups and downs in the market because we're winning. You've heard this before, that the people that are in that top 1 to 5% are basically earning when everybody else is taking an L. Most of the times it's because they know something. And so we know something, and we want to share what we know with you, share what we are doing with you. And that is why we have invited you to this particular call tonight. And another part I hope that you got from my talk is that it's passive, okay? It's been positive weekly. All right, the traders are leveraging what they know, leveraging technology. And then there's some cumulative earnings to be made by taking care of people that we are taking care of already in other ways. Thank you so much for joining this call with Team Diamond. We have several other calls that happen throughout the week. Okay. Usually we have calls on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. There will be a bit of an adjustment in our schedule next week. I might let Sweet Corey talk about that, or Sherelle, but I've really enjoyed you on this call, your presence. If you have other people, other healthcare professionals, bring them for this particular call. Let us help you, help them to get more knowledgeable about NovaTech, to see if it resonates with them. I'm sure it will, because we are all in these cycles where we need other shifts to be able to survive and do everything that we want to do. We want to take a vacation, so we're going to work an extra shift and do some things that are extremely painful. So get them involved, get them on this call, and we can help you help your friends. We're going to miss you next Wednesday. We're not going to be here because we are going to be celebrating NovaTech. We're going to be celebrating NovaTech, and we will be doing it in a wonderful fashion. If you see us on the internet, on social media, you'll see that we are celebrating NovaTech, and that is what's going to be going on for next Wednesday's call. But we'll look forward to seeing you on the following Wednesday, where we're going to be continuing to do the same thing. But I believe we'll have some more calls this week, and so just keep your eyes open for those. Thank you so much for your attention, family. Have a wonderful night. We love you. Keep winning.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hubbard, so much. You're positively amazing. That lit us up. We are on fire, and we're all having vacation vibes. We are all absolutely going to be, we're going to be here on Saturday morning, crossing fingers and toes that the Mai Tais are not outrageous, but we are going to be off next week. So make sure that you get back with your inviter and ask them exactly when the next presentation is going to be. And hopefully you'll be able to see the amazing, handsome, and intelligent Dr. Sean T. Hubbard. This call is officially over. Good night, y'all.
Bye. Bye-bye.